Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my podcast. Now, this podcast episode of the podcast is going to be just the introductory episode. I'm not really going to talk about any topics, but I'm just going to explain how I plan on using this podcast. So, how I plan on using this podcast is I'm going to talk about things that I'm passionate about. So, whether that be Apple, Disney, Nintendo, any of their subsidies, or any related companies, that's what I am going to talk about. So, uh, I do have an anchor page. I should have been more prepared and brought that up to just give me a moment while I bring it up so I can give you the URL. If you're, I probably post the URLs in the show description. Um, I would know I would definitely do it on the YouTube channel that I am creating for this. So just let me uh, go to my links page. All right. So my podcast will be hosted on Anchor. So, and this is called a chat with Beuhlig because that's what I want it to be. I want it to be like FDR's Fireside Chats where he just talks, but a more modern version of that where I can also interact with the channel. So just go to anchor.fm/Beuhlig, spelled BEUHLIG, and you can get a link to all of the places that I'm going to be posting this podcast because I want this podcast to be available as in as many places as possible. So, uh, I guess that is all I have to say. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, on Anchor there is a section where it says message. My understanding is if you click that, then it will allow you to send a message to me, and I'm planning on answering though I'm planning on having it to be questions and stuff that I will answer in the podcast. So if you want to ask me a question like uh, what do you think about Apple buying Dark Sky, for example, then uh, I in the podcast I will hope to try and find time to answer that. Maybe at the end, maybe at the beginning, I don't know. But it's gonna start out. What I'm planning on it being is that I'm gonna find uh, a news topic and just talk about it. My opinion, my thoughts, my feelings and stuff. Just like how I don't want it to be like a news of the week type podcast, so it may not be news specifically to that week, but it will be a news story. So I hope that is um, understandable. If you have any questions, you can always reach me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Beuhlig, BEUHLIG. I will hopefully have it linked in below. So that is all for this one. I hope you guys enjoy and see you in the next one.